LeBron James.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
What's up, man? Who would have thought you'd see me on a non-Mavs game day talking about a bunch of stuff, man. There's a bunch of stuff that I've seen that people are talking about the Dallas Mavericks, and I feel like today's show is going to be a little bit uncensored. So, again, I put the little warning label. I'm not going to apologize for any curse words, so be on the lookout. There's a particular someone that is going to have me bitching about their takes, okay? Put it like that. I'm fed up. I'm fed up with the fact that people are in positions that they're in, don't do research, right? And I feel like, you know how Draymond be talking about new media, this, new media, that. Well, I even think his new media is still old media. Like, I want people to hold these media heads accountable for not having takes that are grounded in legitimate conversation, right? Like, I can have an opinion, I can have preferences, but I'm not just gonna say outlandish shit just to say it, okay? Let's keep it a buck. All right, that's what I like to do. I like to keep it a buck, okay? Anyway, I feel like I need to play more aggressive music. You know what I'm saying? Like, more aggressive music would, right? Doesn't more aggressive music sound better? All right, never mind. I can't do Stone Cold's thing because I will quickly get demonetized. Anyway, man, hopefully y'all doing good, man. Hopefully y'all enjoying your night. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me. This is just one of those one-offs. I call it TGK Uncensored, where I get to talk my shit. All right? Excuse my language. Nah, don't excuse. I already put the one label. Anyway, again, this is just going to be a space for us to live react to a lot of these national media takes. Also, a pretty big YouTuber is admitting he was wrong about the Dallas Mavericks. So it's pretty interesting. It's pretty cool to see things like this. Tim Legler is still heaping the praises for the Dallas Mavericks. And then LeBron and JJ Redick talked about Luka. So there's a lot of takes. There's a lot of conversation surrounding the Dallas Mavericks, whether they could contend for the Western Conference Finals, all this good stuff. But I definitely want to start it off with the take that I saw. I didn't see none of all of these other videos I'm going to show y'all, but the one that I saw pissed me the fuck off. Okay, it pissed me off so much. So I want to show y'all this one, okay? Where is it at? All right. Well, before we even get there, right? Before we get there, let me say what's up to everybody in the chat, man. I'm over here for neglecting y'all. My fault, man. So yeah, let me just talk to a couple of people in the chat, man. Salute to y'all. I know y'all excited about the Mavericks. I know I am too, man. Like, you got a great win yesterday. Noah, what's up, Noah?
Acknowledge me.
He says Keyshawn might be worse than Skip Bayless in his prime. This guy is horrible at talking basketball. My goodness. Yes, bro. Y'all about to see what I'm talking about. Uh-oh, Lockbox in the building. Lockbox says, let's go. The media is talking. By the way, TGK and Lockbox, a collaboration is on the way. So be on the lookout for that, man. We got DV in the building. What's up, my guy?
It's a bit of a sticky one still.
New show, let's go. Yeah, man. It's an emergency stream. That's how I'm gonna call it. it's kind of like a one-off, but not a one-off, right? I'll do these whenever, like, it merits. Like if there's enough content, like we could just kind of chit chat and watch. We'll do this. You know what I'm saying? Because Midnight Madness is a little bit different, so it's not the same, right? But yeah, appreciate it, bro. I feel like I gotta like mix it up every now and then. Melbox, what's up, Melbox? He is in the building. Says everyone shot above 50% from three except for Kyrie's 44%. Next game could be closer, but let's go. Yeah, next game is definitely gonna be a lot closer, man. Yeah, y'all be on the lookout, bro. They're gonna play a lot harder next game. We just gotta shut them down on defense in the second half. I'm gonna just keep saying that. Latte in the building. What's up, Latte? New show. Let's go. Yes, Latte says new way. And I'm in this room. I put myself in this room as a way for us to like act like we're. I'm already showing you the head of the table over there. To act like we're here at this table talking basketball. You know what I'm saying? Even though I use this for the prediction part of the show. Latte says, since the Friday game is super late, will the Midnight Madness move to Saturday, or are you going to still stick to Friday? So again, I choose the latter day that the Mavericks don't play on, so it'll be Saturday night. If I were to do a Friday night, that kind of interferes with We Talk Mavs post-game show, which is going to be the members only. And I know a lot of us, we all watch We Talk Mavs that be watching me for the most part. So I don't want to like interfere with any of that, So Saturday night will be Midnight Madness. Noah says, slightly biased, hilarious, so creative. The skit he done about Sabonis was funny. Yeah, that was a funny ass skit. I ain't gonna lie. The push, elbow, trachea. Yeah, that was hilarious. I wish I was that creative. Keyshawn is some cringe, bro. That take was so bad. And of course, he said the same old take. I can't trust a team that plays no defense. And he was acting like blowing Sacramento out is just nothing. Yeah. Now that you said it, let's go and let's get to it, man. Let me show you how it is. I couldn't believe this shit. All right. So check this out, man. Sacramento, he meant to say Dallas. I'm just like, all right, bro. Like, you're already pushing it as someone that like goes up there and is just lazy with the takes. Like, that was lazy as hell, bro. Lazy as hell. And I know it's an honest mistake. That was obviously a honest mistake, and I'm not gonna like kill him for it. But boy, I'm like, damn, dogs. Like, if the Sacramento Kings are defense away from, it's okay. I understand that part. I'm not gonna kill him for that. But I am gonna kill him for this, though. I am gonna kill him for this. Basically, let me preface what he is about to say and watch this real quick. This is from when the Mavericks beat the Nuggets. This is Paul Pierce's take then. This was just last Sunday.
Second spot. Because they don't play defense. I mean, not that the league plays defense. Your two best players are probably your two worst defenders. Your two best players. So who are you inspiring on defense? Who are you inspiring behind you on defense if you come down and you're shooting the ball and I'm not getting the ball, but I'm playing defense and I'm looking at you not play defense? I'm going to just do what they do.
And by the all right. Yeah. Right. I'm just prefacing things, okay? So now let's get into a whole week later. Let's see what the hell Mr. Casual Paul Pierce had to say.
And Luka Doncic.
Oh, you're talking about
Dallas. That's what.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Another fucking thing. Doncic. If you really want to get into it, Doncic or Doncic, not Doncic. Like, come on, bro. Luka's been in the year 6 years, dogs. Even Stephen A. Smith gets it wrong right now. I thought he just said when your two best players are your worst defenders, how are you gonna inspire somebody? Now he got the Mavericks beating everybody but the Nuggets. You get what I'm saying? Like, I love accountability. Okay, be straight up with you. Like, professionally, in real life, like if I'm wrong, I'm quick to take accountability and genuinely mean it and genuinely learn from it. Professionally, if I fuck up, take accountability, take my lumps and then adjust and move forward, right? I think from a journalistic perspective or even from like an analyst perspective, like you would think people that are in these positions, they will take their word serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would hope someone as decorated as Paul Pierce would be like, you know what? I did fuck up last week talking about the Mavericks don't play no defense. They're not going to go nowhere. And here I am. Here I am, got them beating everybody under the sun except the Nuggets. Come on, dogs. If anybody's going to hold anybody to their feet to the fire or call people out for being inconsistent, I'll be that guy, but I'd be that guy for the Dallas Mavericks. Otherwise, I'm not on no winch hunt. No Diddy. I'm not looking for P. Diddy here, all right? I'm just calling out inconsistent takes from the national media because somebody got to do it, man. And salute the Mavericks Digest. I see him do it as well. But we're going to do it in a live format tonight, all right? So much I could sit and listen to this. Like, you know, sometimes I wish I was in the limelight like that. Not for the sake of being in the limelight, but for the sake of being able to call shit out. Like, obviously, here's why I'll give Keyshawn Johnson some rope, right? Pause. That might be a pause. When you have to cover so many things from football to basketball, I can only imagine how difficult it is to keep up with everything, right? When you got people like us, everyone in the chat, all the Mavs fans, myself, we talk Mavs, slightly biased, locked on, Mavericks Digest, you know, everybody, DDP, Eni, Richard, Big J, Joe, all of us, like all these sickos, right? The sicko modes, even Kirk Henderson, salute to Kirk, all of us, right? TMP, Lockbox, Entertainment, all of us, right? All of us sickos, Gina Kim, so many I can name. We know our team better than anybody else. So when we listen to people from the national media try to talk about our team, and I hate how that does that. Hold on, we're gonna fix that. Back to my point. Whenever someone outside of our like little circle starts talking about our team, yeah, we might be a little bit offensive, right? We might take offense to the lack of knowledge that you have. But I just feel like when you're in that limelight, you have a responsibility to at least learn about the game, one, and at least review what the hell happened in that game last night. It's impossible to watch every game. So that's why I'm going to give him some rope. There's no way you can watch everything. But if you can't, at least listen to a pod prior to the show, if you know that's going to be one of the main topics. At least look at the box score and see how things went. And if anything, you don't have to be so against the Mavericks for the sake of being against them because you don't believe in them when you don't have any tangible facts or evidence to say, you know, if the Clippers get the cooking. Bro, the Clippers are about to the Clippers are not cooking. The Clippers are about to be clipped. All right, like they're falling, bro. Have you seen the standings? Matter of fact, have you seen the scores tonight? Right now, the Clippers are losing 50-46 at halftime with an Embiid-less 76ers. So what about the Clippers tell you that they're cooking? They're lacking chemistry right now. So, again, I just don't think he's doing enough as an analyst to understand basketball to be able to speak on it as well as I think he could or I think he should. And just wanted to call the shit out, man. I just think it's trash, bro. This like for Mavs fans to sit and have to watch that, I know y'all were pissed off. I know y'all were pissed off. There's no way y'all were sitting through that and listening to it. There's just no way. There's just no way. Let me see what else. Defense. I just don't see it when you don't play defense. I just don't see it when you don't play defense. Speaking of defense, right? Let's take a look at defense over here. Let's take a look. This is over the last 10 games. Okay. During the Mavericks 9-1 record. The Mavericks have the second best defense. The Mavericks have the second best defense over the last 10 games. Now we could push it to 15 games. The Mavericks fall off. Way off. That's because some of those losses were in there, right? Go over to the last 12. All right, the last 12, it looks better. All right. Last 12, the Mavericks are 6th best defense. But over the last 10, including that one loss, the Mavericks have the 2nd best defense, bro. Like, what are you want? Like, all right, let's go over the last 6. Let's do the last 6. Oh no, let's do the last 5 where the Mavericks are undefeated, right? Over the last 5, the Mavericks have the best defense in the league. It's not that difficult, Keyshawn Johnson, to look at stats, to look at defensive rating, to see that the Mavericks have been holding a couple opponents under 100 points over the last 10 games. It's not that difficult, Keyshawn. It's not, bro. It is not that difficult. It is not. And I'm baffled. I'm baffled and disappointed. All right. Bro, if that's all it was, Keyshawn Johnson, that is all you had to say, bro. We understand, man. Congratulations, Keyshawn. You said so much, and you could have just said what you said to start with instead of taking us all around the world with that bogusness, man. And you deserve a crowd boo. All right, man. And to better people talking basketball, let's get into what the homie Kenny Beecham, is that how you say it? Kenny Beecham. I've seen his videos. I haven't really watched necessarily, because I'd be busy as hell, bro. And I only respond to negativity. So let's go on and let's check him out. He said his title of this video was "I Was Wrong About the Dallas Mavericks." Let's see what he admits to. And this is what I appreciate, okay? Just like how I was talking about people holding themselves accountable, Kenny here, he values his word, right? He values what he says. And the title of the video, "I Was Wrong About the Dallas Mavericks," I think, one, that's badass. He could have made that title about any other team, like I was wrong about this team, that team, whatever the case may be. I still would have found it badass because, again, I'm big on accountability, right? So I think it's fucking dope that he did this. So let's go and let's check it out, man. Let's check it out what he said. I have not seen this.
Amazing night of hoops, man. The LA Lakers make the Milwaukee Bucks look like fools again for the second time this month because the Lakers were down people in both games and somehow snuck out of there with wins. The Pelicans clawed their way back to a game against the OKC Thunder, and OKC closed it out on a 12-0 run. But the game I want to talk about is a blowout win that the Dallas Mavericks had over the Sacramento Kings. This game is significant because these two teams are fighting to stay above the play-in, and they play again in a couple days, so we'll see if the Kings get their revenge. But because tonight they have a one-game difference between the 6th seed and the 7th seed. And I'll be honest with you, if between these teams, because I guess, wow, it's not that crazy to say, oh my God, the Clippers have been struggling so much that they're like, there's a possibility, a low possibility that they end up in a play-in team, potentially. Anyway, the last thing you want to do when these teams in this range between basically the 4th seed to the 11th seed, because again, we see you, Houston Rockets, we talked about you yesterday. The last thing you want to do is actually be a play-in team. Now, again, at least 4 of these teams will be a play-in team. But, like, I think we in our mind see a team like the Kings, the Suns, the Lakers, and the Warriors, and we say, like, yeah, being in the play-in sucks, but, like, we trust these teams to win the game or these 2 games. But, like, I always look back.
When does he talk about the Mavericks?
The Golden State Warriors were a play-in team. They were either the
maybe I
7th
should
or
have
the 8th seed, and they lost
previewed
2 games to miss it completely.
Some of these clips,
and it
right?
can happen. Now, the best thing about that, Warriors fans, we know what you did the year after that. You went out and won that damn championship. But still, just even though it is a...
I'm going to skip a little bit.
Again, I'm back up there. Now, the part that I was wrong about, right? The part that I was wrong here watching, it was crazy.
All right, here we go.
Like right after the trade deadline, when they went against OKC and they dominated that team, like, oh boy, this team's going to be scary. And they won a couple games after that, and then they went through like a 5-game stretch where I was and I'm not even a fan of the team, I was like almost pulling out my own hair watching. It was crazy. But now, again, I'm back up there. Now, the part that I was wrong about, right? The part that I was wrong about is the idea that you are going to be able to build not just a competent defensive team, but a really good defensive team around the 2 stars up top. And for what it's worth, Luka Doncic has been locked in defensively as much as we've ever seen in his career. So I'm giving him credit there. Kyrie Irving even tell you himself, like when he needs to lock in, he can. But I look at those 2 players and I look at the sample size that we had basically post-trade deadline last season, and then 11-ish games they played together. And then the first half of this season, I thought to myself, just building a really good defense around these dudes is going to be tough. But the Dallas Mavericks have successfully done it, I can say.
All right, y'all see the difference there? Salute to Kenny, man. Y'all see the difference, right? His perspective was it's going to be difficult to build a defense around Kyrie and Luka. He's talking about like the players, the pieces, the schemes, and the personnel. Like, how are you going to be able to build a defense around them? Whereas, Mr. Keyshawn and other national media pundits just have that easy approach where it's like, well, they don't play no defense. Well, why don't they play no defense, right? Oh, it's because, we don't know how to build a defense around Luka and Kyrie. Like, this is better. Like, if you're going to criticize the team, right, that was better. This is a better option. And we've been saying it. I know for sure I've been saying it. That's why it was big that the Mavericks needed to go out and get a legit 4 and a backup big. And I said that I didn't care whether the backup big was better than Lively. You start the better one. And what's happening? Gafford is better than Lively right now. And that's fine to say. Totally fine to say. Because Lively's only 19 or 20 now. Wait till Lively's 25, right? Oh man, it's gonna be horrible for the league. Anyway, but salute to that take, man. I actually appreciate this.
I think we had enough sample size to say that they've been successful in doing that. Now, a couple years ago when they made it to the conference finals of 2021-2022 season, they had the 8th ranked defense in all of basketball. That was their identity. They were a slow, methodical team with one of the best players in the league, and on the defensive side of the ball, they were going to get out there.
He knows his stuff.
8th ranked defense, but the gap between them at 8 and the 3rd best team was like 1 point per possession. So they were really in the mix for a top 3 defensive team. That was their identity when they made that conference final run. And since then, it has not been that way.
Yep.
Now it's kind of turning a little bit. Their identity has shifted. And I love when, I guess the perception of a team or a player has to be changed. And that's what we're seeing. Between the opening day of the season and the trade deadline, the Dallas Mavericks had the 21st ranked defense. And the 21st ranked defense, I don't care who you is. In most cases, if you're the 21st ranked defense, you are not a contender, right? You are not a contender. I mean, I know there has been outliers, but for the most part, you need to have a top 10-ish defense, right? Well, since the deadline, guess where they at? They're sitting at number 10. And if we look just at the last 10 games, again, if you're 9-1, of course, your advanced stats are going to say you're 9-1, but they're a top 5 defense in that time frame. And they have one specific lineup that is locking up. Now, there are two lineups doing this. And every time I look at lineup data, I'm always kind of iffy about it because, of course, sample size really matters, right? If a lineup has only played 100 minutes and it says it's dominant, is it really dominant, or did they just those 100 minutes were just the perfect case scenario? You know what I'm saying? Now, this sample size is not amazing, right? It's about 200 minutes. Luka Doncic, Kyrie Irving, Derrick Jones Jr., PJ Watson, and Daniel Gafford, about 200 minutes. They have a 120 offensive rating, and that's points per 100 possessions. And the defensive rating, they are really clamping up, and they're in the 93 percentile defensively in this time frame. And it's been a joy to watch. It's definitely been a joy to watch. I think the stats say that when Luka Doncic and Daniel Gafford are playing together, they are undefeated when they're both starting. Not playing together. When they're both starting, I think it's like 11-0. And Daniel Gafford is one of the most efficient players in the history of basketball. He's like number 3 in efficiency. And it's just been a joy to see because for the last couple of years, and I don't mean this as a shot, but hey, we being candid, we talk hoops around here. To see the difference between having Derek Lively and having Daniel Gafford as your big rotation versus having Dwight Powell play goddamn 30 minutes a game for you multiple seasons. I may be exact. I don't know how many minutes per game he was playing, but there is night and day in the production and everything.
Yeah.
Just to have a true big core. And it's just has changed a lot. That's all. And I think even when I was saying to myself they will be almost impossible.
I think I know what he's getting at. I'll probably watch the rest of this on the back end, but that's good, man. That's good. I think that's awesome. honestly. To have someone with that massive of a channel, now he's working with ESPN and he has his own podcast on ESPN. He's living the dream, man. To be able to start on YouTube and then get to the places he's gotten to. Salute to him, man. That's one of those stories that you're like, yeah, I don't even know how to put it, but that's one of those like magical runs, right? Like the American dream, right? Or if that's still a thing, but I think that was dope, man. I think that was dope. So before we get into more content, let's get into the comments right quick, man. Let's see what y'all talking about. I ain't trying to neglect the homies over here, you know what I'm saying? Timmy! Shout out to Timmy. And I was, I don't know if y'all were on the We Talk Mavs playback last night, but that second half, y'all were so lit, y'all didn't even need me, you know what I'm saying? Oh, Richard in the building. Richard says, let's hit the likes for TGK, giving us a place to gather and vent or brag. Yeah, man. Yeah, y'all definitely hit the like on the video. Goes a long way, man. I see we got 16 likes, man. Let's try to get it to 20. And why not? Let's try to get it to 30 if we could get it to 30, man. But I appreciate y'all hanging out. Again, this is just a place for us to chit chat. I didn't want to come in here and just brag about beating the Kings. I didn't want to do that. I am proud that we beat them, but we got another game Friday. Like if we lose Friday, then at least we split. But then it's like, we didn't get the full experience that we needed to get. You know what I'm saying? So y'all know what I'm getting at. Dallas Matt says, and did you see Green got thrown out in the first quarter? He wild. Yeah, man, he got to focus. He got to worry about Houston, bro. He got to worry about Houston. Uh-oh.
I got a big amount. I took a different route. I am the pick of the
little. Big J in the building. What's up, fam? What's up, my guy? You already know. Latte says, I was so mad with Keyshawn's takes. What the F is that? Dude doesn't watch ball. He only watches the Lakers. That's all he watches. Richard Case, if not for the Kid, I would say bring on Denver as the nature boy would say, to beat a man, you have to beat the man. Woo! Yes, sir. Definitely. That'd be dope.
I got a big amount. I took a different route. I am the
King of the little. Hey, pick it a little. My fault. Big J says, see if you could get Draymond on tonight. He ain't doing anything right now. That's pretty good. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. Oh, Gina Kim is in the building.
Daddy, chill.
Hey, TGK, I'm ready to see the realization on most of these analysts and NBA fans' faces about the Mavs being that team. I'm happy Kenny admitted he was wrong, something others can't do. Exactly, Gina Kim. I read that comment. Noah says, the new LeBron and JJ podcast is good. I can take their opinion seriously. Yeah, man. And they're very meticulous with what they be saying, you know?
LeBron James.
So salute to that podcast, man. I've been enjoying it as well. I didn't watch what I'm about to show y'all, though. I haven't watched it. Richard K says, yes, sir. Lockbox is cool. I like his content. Yeah, man. We about to collab, bro. Y'all be on the lookout.
Damn, son. Where'd you find this?
Sharky HD, what's up? TGK, you could tell it hurts. It hurts them talking about the Mavs. There is nothing wrong in admitting you are wrong. Exactly. Like today, I tweeted about Daniel Gafford, right? I was like, I still need my Daniel Gafford apologies because there were so many people, being anti-Gafford because they wanted Kleba to play the 5 so you could have a switchable, center. And, we've gotten away from that. We started Gafford and we started winning. I still haven't got my apologies, and people were doubling down talking about, well, he didn't understand the offensive schemes. You got to give him time. Or when he played 6 minutes in that one game, he was getting cooked, like, All right. If he needed time to get the offensive schemes down, then why did he destroy the Thunder game 1? When they asked him in post-game interviews, hey, well, what's the difference about being traded to a team midway in the season? He's like, not much. It's really just different verbiage, right? A play is going to have a different name to it. That's really about it. And it's not like he's bad on perimeter defense. People were saying, oh, he was bad back then. No, he's the same. It's just you didn't give him time. You were quick to pull the trigger on him, right? So, and I understand like they're Kleba fans out here, but like, bro, Kleba was horrible for the month of March. Now he's playing better towards the end of it. Happy to see that. But now you see that the rotation is only centers. Thank you, Jason Kidd, for finally listening to somebody and doing what you should have been doing a long ass time ago, and that's playing the centers and rotating them at the center position.
Twitter's a hell of a coach.
Twitter is a hell of a coach. Ocho says, yo, go Mavs. What's up, Ocho? Good to see you here, man. Malcolm says, what's good, TGK? You already know, man. We big chilling up in here, man. Big chilling. You already know. Hold My Latte says, respect for doing this, man. Media, such a shit place. Also, you watching the Suns versus Nuggets tonight? Probably not, man. I'm doing this so I could then sleep right after. I want to go to sleep right after this for sure. But I'll keep an eye on it. I'm definitely keeping an eye on the Clippers and 76ers game. Right now, the 76ers are winning 63-58. Gina Kim says, did you see that clip of Steph crying? Watching the Warriors' downfall is very enjoyable, but I do feel bad for Steph. Oh, well, let's go, Mavs, get that chip. Yeah, I don't feel bad for Steph, man. He's gotten hella MVPs. He's gotten hella titles. He's the face of the league. He's going to be all right, man. He's going to be all right. Savage, what's up, Savage? What's good? Says a lot of mainstream dudes is switching up after Stephen A switched up. And shout out to the homie Tim Legler. Shout out to Tim Legler. Gina Kim says, make sure you repost, like, and tag on that 97.1 freak post to try to tag people you know who will go or is close in Texas, at least, just in case if you have a chance. Yeah, I'll do that. I definitely want to go and get those tickets, you know. Shout out Tim Blagler for being on us early. Mid-season. I say mid-season, but he finally came. He came around after the trades for sure. Came around after the trades. But I don't blame him because a lot of us were pretty unsure with the team before the trades. Omar Latte says, not Doncic, not Doncic, not Goacic or MVP-cic. Don't disrespect my GOAT. Kai partner like that. Yeah, it is crazy. Hey, Talisha, what's up? But Keyshawn's was worse. He was just saying anything on that show, anything that wasn't related to the Lakers, right? He's a Lakers fan. He's gonna say what he wants to say about the Lakers, and if there's any other team, he's not gonna speak well about him. Did you see that clip of Keyshawn? He made Paul Pierce have a great take, even Skip. Why is he on TV? Skip knows more ball than he does. He said, who they stopping when our team is stop? Yeah, we all saw that together just now. It's crazy. I thought Paul Pierce take serious. I thought Paul Pierce take, I guess, was serious. He was one of my favorite players as well. It's sad. He did better in that episode, but last week it was trash, bro. It was trash. Gina Kim says Legler saw the vision, and now he's challenging the Mavs again to put up another show in Sacramento. I want us to keep making him proud. Yeah, I think we'll. I love that we got someone on our side like that. Noah says, when Keyshawn said we played the Kings at home, I'm like, yeah, how is he going to talk about the Mavs if he didn't know we played on the road? For a lack of a better word, I don't know what the fuck to say about that, but it is what it is, right? Just stupid stuff, man. Or stupid shit. It is what it is. Hey, Sticks is in the building. I moved over to YouTube since I'm late. Yeah, I appreciate you, man. I hope you enjoy the YouTube version of this. And next time you go on playback, man, request. Be on stage. Chat with us, man. Black Noir is in the building. What's up, Black Noir? Here comes the money. Yes, sir.
Money talk.
Here comes the money. Damn, I'm playing the whole clip. You know what I'm saying? He said, my boy TGK, salute, gang. Appreciate you. Hold on.
Acknowledge me. Son, where'd you find
Noah,
this?
what a $2 super chat. Says, did you see Skip Bayless jump shot? Sign him now. Yes, I saw it. I saw it. Someone sent it to me, and I was like, yo, that's going to be me in 2 years. You know what I'm saying? It's a nice shot. I wonder if those were all, like, consecutive. You know what I'm saying? I wonder. Gina Kim says, I get it. It's hard to watch all the games, but at least watch podcasts that gives a summary of the games, or fans who watches the full games, because the majority will know. Yeah. And that's what I do sometimes. Like before Friday, I'm going to watch some Sacramento Kings podcast to get a vibe about the team. That way I could give some better insight, but like you would think at the very bare minimum, that's what he would do, You would think so. Junior Kim he said, if they start cooking, what if we start cooking all these what ifs for other teams, but we don't have flaws like them? Even Legler mentioned how we're complete. Right. I don't know. I'm late, so Mavs running this all the way to the championship. Haters can kiss our ass. Also, I moved over to YouTube now to watch. I appreciate you, my guy. Kenneth Hood, what's up? I turned to TV on this dude. On Keyshawn? Yeah, I would have turned it too. I was watching this at work, and I was like, man, what the hell, bro? Like, really? Just ridiculous, man. Jenny Kensler, we're clicking at the right time, just like Paul Pierce mentioned, and that's a good thing. Wolves, Clips, Pels all have to get healthy, and Suns trash together. Mavs have more chemistry than them. Facts. Keyshawn is terrible, but they ran out of options to put with Skip. Put me with Skip, man. I'll challenge Skip. I think all it took was for people to actually see what we're made of before believing in us, and now we prove to them we could beat that team. Yeah, or we could be that team. Facts. Kenny is a good NBA YouTuber and tries to watch every single game, so I always appreciate him. And the way he can admit he's wrong makes it better. Need more people, analysts, to do the same. Facts. That's all I want, man. That's all I want. I know I can't watch every single game. I know I can't cover every single NBA team, but I can watch my Mavericks, right? And if you're going to talk about the Mavericks, this is why I watch our guys talk about the Mavericks, because they know what the hell they're talking about. Whenever you watch these national media people, they create this stupid narrative of the team that makes absolutely no sense when it doesn't exist. Noah says, Kenny is good at talking basketball. I really respect his opinion. He does his research. Been watching him for years. Yeah, I've known of him, and to see him grow the way he's been growing, I think it's dope. Tone. Tone in the building. He said, he said we are 11-0 with Luka and Gafford in the starting lineup. You said 10-1. What's the record with Luka and Gafford in the starting lineup? Oh, my bad. I didn't hear him say that. I know with Gafford we're 10-1. With Luka and Gafford starting, let me see. Luka and Gafford record as starters. I think with Gafford and Luka, they might. Yeah, they're 11-0 with Luka and Gafford. My fault. All right, yeah, my fault. So if they're 11-1, which other game did Gafford start if he's 10-1 starting? You know what I'm saying? Maybe, I don't know. It says 11-0 with Luka and Gafford starting, so I don't know. I don't know. But I know he's 10-1 as a starter. So I don't know where he got that 11th win from. Unless it was a Kings game. I'm not sure. Gafford difference now is that kids started leaving these guys inconsistently to build a chemistry. It was on kids to allow that chemistry to build. And he did it, man. He did it. Salute the kid, man. Salute the kid. Johnny B in the building, man. What did we say it was going to be Johnny B's sound effect? I got it. This is Johnny B's sound effect here.
Come on now, dog.
Come on, man. What up, man? He says TGK. What's up, bro? What's up? Richard K says, not to brag on you too much, but a surprise vid got 40 people in here, I guess. Not too bad. Your fam is growing. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Yeah, I think we got about 39 on YouTube and 33 on Twitter and 1 on Twitch. Salute to everybody, man. Salute to everybody. Sharky HD says, I asked King and Rel, would you stay at 6 and avoid Denver bracket or go for the 4th? Here's what I'll say. The Thunder could still get first, right? So if you go for 4th, you get a home series and you get to avoid Denver. For me, I want the home field advantage. Give me 4th. The reason you give me 4th is because I believe in the Mavericks that much. I believe in Luka that much. It guarantees Luka his MVP. Guarantees us a home series. And whether the 5th is the Clippers or the Pelicans, I like my chances. We have size now. We have people to throw at the opposing center. There's not one team in the West where you look at it and be like, damn, I gotta play Kleber over Gafford, right? There's nobody in the West that does that to you. That's where you utilize your advantage. Like the Clippers are small in comparison to the Mavericks from that perspective. Yeah, they got Zubac, and yeah, they got Keller or not Keller, Plumlee. Come on now. Do I have it? All right, come on now. Gogu, what's up, Gogu? I'm watching all the way from the Philippines. Wow. Salute to you, man. Salute to you. Appreciate you watching. And one day when I go out there, we're going to have to connect, man. I definitely want to go to the Philippines one day. I want to hoop out there, first and foremost. That's what I want to do. I want to play basketball over there. Noah says, the chemistry is so great on this team now. Seeing Luka smiling, Kyrie with the rest of the team is great. Luka has a team now where he don't get emotional and get text. Facts. That is facts. All right, man. Not to get too far away from what I wanted to show y'all. So let me go ahead and show y'all the rest of this stuff right quick. All right. Here we go. I know this got to be good right here. This is a conversation of defending Luka is a riddle on the Mind the Game podcast with JJ Redick and Mr.
LeBron James.
All right, let's check it out, man.
These blitz numbers, because we're talking about 2 on the ball, and this is interesting. So this year, top 5 players that have been blitzed and pick and roll. Luka by a lot, by far, almost 200 more blitzes. Sure. And then everybody, the next 4 guys are bunched together. It's Brunson, Anthony Simons, Dame, and Book. Mm-hmm. Top 5 by ISO, Giannis, Kawhi, Julius Randle, Anthony Davis, and Banchero. Those are the top 5 by ISO guys. Yep. It's interesting. I looked up your blitz numbers in the tracking era, and you were first in ISO doubles in 13 and 14, second in 15, 16, and top 10 in 17, 18, and 19, 20. You've never actually been in the top 20 in blitzes against pick and rolls. Why do you think that is?
Because I make all the right reads.
I think it's that simple. You're right.
That simple. Teams know they can't blitz me in the pick and roll.
But what's interesting about Luka, I think, he's one of a handful of guys in this era that can make any pass against a double team.
Any.
James is one of them.
Yep.
You are for sure. Luka's one of them.
Yep.
So why are you blitzing him?
I don't understand it. Especially with the shooting they surround him too. It doesn't make sense.
Like I get the Brunson thing has been since Randall's out.
Yeah.
The uptick in blitzes.
Yeah, for sure.
Way
they,
up,
yeah,
right?
They don't have that.
I get that.
Yeah, for sure.
I get that.
I get that as well. You know, you have to. He's a one-head monster right now with the Knicks, and they blitzing him and making other guys beat him. I saw Golden State do it a lot last night as well before our game. But yeah, it doesn't, because he's going to make every read, and when Tim Hardaway is hitting 6 or 7 threes, you're done.
Oh, hold on. Where Johnny B at, man? Johnny B in here?
Kibber!
He said, I heard what he said. Y'all heard what he said? Yeah, that's crazy. Even LeBron knows if Tim Hardaway Jr. plays good, it's a wrap, right? But listen to the rest of this. This is pretty awesome.
Yeah. Kyrie's going to do what Kyrie does.
Yeah.
Luka's going to do what he does. But when you get Tim Hardaway hitting 6 or 7 threes, and in our game earlier this year, we blitzed Luka and Dante Exum hit 5.
Oh, that's right.
6 threes. Yeah, that.
I guess what's interesting to me.
I kind of felt like that was a shot at Exum. I do feel like that was a little bit of a shot, but it's LeBron, so I'll let it slide. You know, because he's a play-in team, right? Like we up here. Nah, I ain't gonna do that. Let's get back to this.
With great players, because everybody always talks about mixing it up. You got to mix up the coverage and pick and roll. You got to mix up how you double, when you double, all that stuff, right? So, for example, just so we're clear on this, when you double, what I mean is the guy's in the mid post in isolation against the mismatch.
Is it on the dribble?
Is it on the dribble? Is it on the catch?
Yeah, exactly.
How you double? Is it, as you said, tilt? Is it coming from the baseline or is it coming from the nail? Yep. Right? You have to talk about all those things. I just think with spacing and with shooting, there's just no good answer. So if people want explanations about why we're having all these scoring outputs, it's because there's not a good fucking answer.
No.
Atlanta blitzes the most in the NBA. they decided not to blitz Luka Doncic
And he
because
had
they were
70.
worried about the consequences. And he had 73.
And he had 73.
Right? There's just not good answers for the best players right now.
No. And it goes back to the three-point shooting, as you said. Teams are afraid of teams hitting 6 or 7 or 8 threes in a game right now. So this is where all the switching occurs now. Everyone's saying, okay, let's get to the switches. At least we will keep everybody home. But then you realize when you switch a non-favorable defender on a great player, if that great player knows is going to make the reads, they're going to get threes anyways because they're going to drive, there's going to be a help, and then there's going to be a numbers game. So it doesn't matter. So it has to come to a point, it's like, what are we willing to give up? Not what are we willing to stop. You can't stop great guys. You can't stop great players. Just hope they miss. But what are we willing to give up? And then you have to just tip your hat. Like these scoring outputs is insane. I wish I was back in like 2012 right now.
With the young legs, with the young tires.
With young tires.
Yeah. The tires with only 11,000 miles on them. The switching thing is interesting too to me because there's certain teams.
All right, we'll leave it at that. That was a great conversation, man. Great conversation. I honestly, not much to add to that. I think, whenever they cover basketball in that kind of atmosphere, what more am I going to add to that? Like, those are the GOATs, bro. Like, if anything, I'm learning. I'm listening. I'm shutting the fuck up, right? Like, all right, JJ Redick probably not a GOAT. LeBron is definitely a GOAT. But JJ Redick he's right there, bro. Like, come on now. You know what I'm saying? Like, they not only talk the game, they know the game, they play the game, right? And you're getting two great minds there. And honestly, I'm not going to add nothing to that. That was awesome that they spent an entire segment on Luka like that. Like, I think it was dope. And it makes sense. It definitely translates to the current NBA game. And like LeBron said, what are you willing to give up? Either you're going to let Luka and Kyrie cook or you're going to let everybody else shoot. And if everybody else shoots, like he said, if Tim Hardaway hits 6 of them, you're done. You're done. It's just, this is why I've been saying, when you got Luka and Kyrie on one team, it makes it so difficult for any other team to be able to deal with that. And especially when they are on, there's just not many teams that can deal with it. You can't. And now that they have a defense behind them, how, bro? Like, I know y'all saw that game against the Kings last night. It just felt like we were just pouring it on them. And then their offense was rushing. Their offense wasn't as efficient because they were trying to stay in the game and they couldn't. They were making mistakes and the Mavericks were taking advantage of it, making their shots. It was a beautiful thing to see, man. Gogu says only Tim Legler only knows the assignment, and he is the only media analyst watching the Mavs games. Facts. Savage says Lively missed the game for personal reasons. That's why it's 11-0. Oh, okay. Huh. Interesting. I got to do my research. You know what I'm saying? So I'll hold myself accountable. Let me hit myself with a ha-ha. Tone says we played OKC when Lucas sat out for like 2 weeks ago after the Golden State game. Yeah, that was the only loss on Gafford as a starter for sure. Richard K says only problem with winning is we get stuck with the idiot.
Maybe we'll watch Major League, some Kentucky Fried Chicken, and put that in his locker.
Y'all heard what Jason Kidd said there?
Maybe we'll watch Major League and get some Kentucky Fried Chicken, and put that in his locker.
Jason Kidd's ridiculous, bro. Gina Kim said if the Mavs get Nuggets in the second round and beat them, then there's no team we should be afraid of after that. Or if Nuggets get taken out early, won't happen. But if they do, we get into the finals. Oh, for sure. For sure. Again, man, if y'all mind dropping a like, man, I see we got 24 likes in the building. Let's try to get it to 30. Obviously, I'm sure try to push that. Likes go a long way for the channel, man. It really does. All right, let me see. Ah, yes. Yes, hold on. Watch this. Gafford. Hold on. Jones, Gafford, Washington. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I want to show you this. Check this out, man. So this is the advanced analytics, right? I put a 3-man lineup only. I only put 3-man lineup out there. Okay. Check this out. So the 3-man lineup of Derrick Jones Jr., PJ Washington, and Daniel Gafford, they have 16 games together, 165 minutes together. They have an offensive rating of 121.7 and a defensive rating of 96.1. A net rating of 25.6. Need I say more? Need I say more, man? Y'all see that, right? This is Gafford, PJ Washington, and Derrick Jones Jr. An offensive rating of 121, a defensive rating of 96. That's elite, guys. That's elite. That's elite. In every lineup that Gafford's in on any 3-man, they're all positive except these 3 down here, which features Josh Green, and Josh Green. Damn. Do I have to get into that narrative? I don't know if y'all saw the narrative. The narrative out there is that since Josh Green got hurt, the Mavericks defense skyrocketed. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't like that, but I understand. But I don't like it. Kind of like Josh Green, right? But if we are better without him, then we are, right? Black Norris says, I make all the right reads, but doesn't he lead the NBA in turnovers? Okay, just checking the fraud. Man, you know, he's an arrogant son of a gun, right? Wait, we're uncensored. He's an arrogant son of a bitch, all right? Yeah, it is what it is, man. Let him be. Stick says, Luka is not top ISO, blitz more than anyone, and the guy who people claim to be the greatest says you basically can't stop Luka. They're throwing everything at him, and he's still dominating. Facts. Still dominating. Going to always dominate for however long he wants to play, man. Probably not till he's probably not playing until after like 36 years old. I don't see him doing that. Jenny Kim says, I'm surprised they mentioned Timmy and laughed about Exum. Better respect Exum. Him cooked them boys. He sure as hell did. Stick says the 435 free throw differential play-in team, LaFlop, shouldn't even be in the play-in. Damn. 435 free throw differential? That's nuts. Holy shit. I imagine LeBron is the worst person to talk basketball with. Is it? They look like they had a decent combo there. Tell the King Exum greater than D-Lo. Yeah, facts. Savage says, we saw all of the Kings up on defense. Hey, yo, I got to hit you with the Ayo. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yo.
Last night, like it was crazy. I was impressed. Yeah, it was. You could tell we were suffocating them for sure. Kareem's in the building. What's up, man? What up, TGK? What's up, my guy? Hope y'all doing good, man. Hope y'all doing good. Again, for those that don't know, I do a Midnight Madness show. It's a night show. It's on the weekend. It's going to be on Saturday night. That show is going to be exclusive to only the members. So if you want to be a member of the show, here's just a quick little promo that I do for the show, just in case y'all were wondering or interested. Again, it's only 99 cents, man. So if y'all want to join the squad, you get access to all the cool emojis. You get access to a cool badge and a couple of badges that are coming out for the next couple of months. But for those that are a member, if y'all don't mind commenting the emojis, so those that are not a member can see what kind of emojis they can utilize. But also, you have access to the members only shows. And trying to see something. Hold on. So there's this so what we've done recently on the shows, if we have I want to show you. I see you Chris. Hold on, give me a second, my guy. So this is what we created on We Talk Mavs. We had this whole debate about the best Mavs players on the team, and that debate was something. I need to update this. Right? Yeah, I'll update it. So this is the predictions that we did before the Nuggets game. And it's pretty interesting to see what it's looking like now. We three of us had us losing the first Kings game, and we won that. That's crazy. We're currently 5-0 with this prediction, and we initially thought we would have been 3-2 so far. So we're already 2 games ahead of what we thought we'd be. And as you can tell, the rest of the way, we got wins against the Kings, Rockets. We have a loss against the Warriors. I don't know how I feel about that anymore. The Hawks is a win. The next Warriors game is a win. Rockets, we win out. We could literally win out, man. That's crazy. All right. Anyway, back to this comment. My guy Chris in the building says, "Uncensored TGK is the best TGK." I appreciate that. I don't know if people enjoy it, but we'll see. Oh, hold on, man. Ben Price.
Hello there.
My God, what the hell?
Kevin!
We're gonna hit you with everything.
LeBron James.
Twitter's a hell of a coach.
Man,
Hello there.
he gifted 5 memberships for those. Again, I know he gifted 10 memberships the other night, 5 tonight. For those that get access to those memberships, definitely check out the Midnight Madness, man. It's a fun show, man. It's a fun show. It's a late night show, so you can only imagine the funny conversations that come from it, bro. Like people contributed to the show. You get people like Johnny B in there just kicking it, talking his trash. It's all good vibes, man. It's a pretty relaxed environment, but again, appreciate the memberships, bro. Appreciate it so much. I love Kyrie says I like Josh Green, but he's the second best Aussie on the team. Second or third? Aussie. Oh. Richard K said I love me some Green, but I'm still driving him or Tim and a first, maybe 2 for Denny. I love Josh Green too, man. I just don't like the narrative that we're bad without him. We were good with him, We are good with him. I'm not going to ride with it, but if we get a better player off him, then I'm open to it. Coy says, I am, and it's the length of the other guys. Pause. Josh can help, though. He can shoot, use him basically how we want Tim to do. Yeah. And he's been knocking down his shots, man. My guy, Ben.
Hello there.
What's up, my guy? Appreciate you once again, as always. Nancy, hey, what's up, Nancy? How you doing? Hey, what's up? Great win last night. It was a great win last night. It was very much a great win. WTM, Exum is nowhere near better than D'Lo. He's better. He's a better defender though. Nah, I'm drinking all the Mavs Kool-Aid, bro. I'm not gonna do all that. All right. Let's see. Okay. All right. So let me get into the next couple of videos that I got here waiting for us. All right, this is from ESPN. Let's check this one out right quick.
The Mavs are rolling. Kyrie and Luka, when they're in the lineup, the team has won 9 of their last 10 games. They're undefeated in the 9 games that Luka's played during that stretch. The guru of the breakdown, Tim Legler, has more on how Dallas has turned the corner.
Well, Malika, there is no doubt the Mavericks are rolling right now, in large part to the chemistry that has developed between Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving. And sometimes that action involves the two of them, but more often than not, they're independent of each other in the way that they can dominate a defense. Give you a couple examples of this last night and why this team can be so special offensively. This is where Luka is just, I think, on a level of his own. As he comes up the floor, you're going to see what he is looking at, and his eyes right now are scanning the floor at these 4 defenders. The first he wants to see is who is going to be the defender in the slot right here, going to be guarding Gafford as he runs down the floor. He wants to know who's going to be guarding him and picking up the ball. As you can see over here, it's going to be Keegan Murray. He wants to know if there's going to be a strong side defender on the shooter, and he wants to know who the backline defender is. Is it a guard or a big? Believe it or not, he is processing all of this right now, knowing that his action will elicit the reaction that he is looking for and lead to something easy. So as he gets downhill, he gets to about right here, and he already knows where he's going to go with this basketball because you can see defensively unwilling to leave the corner shooter, certainly. If this backline defender, De'Aaron Fox, commits too soon, this basketball is going to be thrown on a rope to the opposite corner for a wide open three. So you see De'Aaron Fox has to sort of hang back. And by doing that, that tells Luka Doncic all he needs to know.
I think he was going to explain like a whole play. So if we're going to listen to Tim Legler, how about we just listen to Tim Legler on his own show? Let's do that. You know what I'm saying? So let's go to that. I don't even like watching Malika and ESPN. So let's see. There we go.
But I wouldn't miss this show for all the world. But I am very excited, so maybe it's appropriate that I am dressed this way.
It probably is appropriate because you've been high on the Mavericks, and I feel like last night they got.
I love all this Maverick coverage.
Statement win.
I love it.
They have statement win like once a week. I mentioned statement win, but this one feels like a watershed win. It feels like a moment where people are going to start hopping on the Mavericks bandwagon. We're going to talk about that game as well as all of the great games in the association last night. The Warriors did some encouraging stuff. The Bucks had maybe their worst loss of the season, and the Thunder go into New Orleans and get a big-time road win to set up a great matchup with Houston tonight. So we're going to talk about all of that and more on today's show. But first, we are presented, as always, by DraftKings Sportsbook. Stay tuned because you'll hear more about DraftKings and all that it has to offer throughout the show. DraftKings, the crown is yours. All right, let's go to Sacramento, where the Dallas Mavericks get a blowout win, 132 to 96. Even if you didn't watch this game and just look at the box score, some good numbers. A lot of guys scored. No crazy Luka 45, 20, and 10. Nothing like that. And yet it was an absolutely dominant performance from them, Legs. What stood out to you about it?
Yeah, I mean, this was just getting carved up. That's really what they did. It was a close game for a half, and then the Mavericks just completely put this thing away in the third quarter. Then it got out of hand in the fourth quarter. But when I'm looking at this game, I thought this was a really important win. And like, I agree. We use statement win maybe too often, right?
Yeah. I haven't seen none of this, by the way. So this is all my first time watching.
I do think, for instance, we're going to talk about these games from last night. Like, I think what the Lakers did, statement. I think this is more of a signature win. That's how I would describe it. Like, this is, a little bit more.
Damn.
You put this one, you get a little trophy for this win. This goes on a little bit of a higher shelf. Okay. Than some of the other ones you've had. That's the way I would look at this because look, the Kings, they're a factor in the Western Conference, and you come in and you've got all your guys going, and they completely were unaffected by anything Sacramento did to them, and particularly Luka. And I'm just still amazed by when I watch him play. You and I were talking before the show, and I just said I just don't think I've ever seen a player handle the ball as casually as he appears to be with that much pressure in his space. And he just doesn't care who's in front of him. He goes where he wants to go. He's got such a purpose with exactly the spot on the floor he wants to get to. I love the fact that Luka comes out every night and tries to basically put numbers on the board in the first 6 minutes. I love it. I hate when you get these players that come out and they're like kind of passive for a few minutes and got a feel for the game. Are you kidding me? Luka never does that. He comes out every night and he wants to just go at you and put a couple buckets on the board and get himself going, and then he'll distribute more. You know, that maybe that second stint that he's in, and then he'll just take over in the second half as a scorer whenever he needs to. That looked easy last night. His number,
bro. Tim Legler is watching the Mavericks, not just watching them because he is watching. He's watching the Mavericks, bro. That's dope, man. And I think it's really dope because I've always appreciated his basketball takes. Like, there was never a time where I disliked him because of a take that he had. He's just always been very consistent with his takes. Like, they're just based on, like, seeing personnel, seeing trends, the players, and all that stuff. Like, if there's anyone to trust in like, basketball media, basketball analysts, like, he's one of those top ones, man, that you could trust. He's gonna have a valid opinion and it's gonna be real solid. So I think that's awesome, man. I think that's all. Let's listen to a little bit more of this real quick.
numbers weren't those eye-popping numbers, but still, you know, he and Kyrie combined 20 for 37, like super efficient night. They combined for 14 assists, 14 rebounds. They just controlled the game, and the opportunities when Luka didn't have it or he was out of the game, Kyrie was sensational. He was electric in how he needed to be. And then, as you know, just looking at the way these other pieces fit, it's like a perfect puzzle right now.
Yes.
Everybody has got a role and a lane, and they bring something that's important to this team, and they're doing it every night, all built around this unstoppable offensive force that Luka is.
Yeah. Yeesh. Love it, man. I love it. I love that. I love that so much, man. So yeah, man. That is about all that I have for tonight. There was so many people talking Mavericks today, and I just felt like it was a good way for us to kind of sit back and watch it together, and kill a little bit of time for y'all tonight, just so I could have something to watch and, like Richard said, to either gloat or brag about. I see that the Philadelphia 76ers are up by 5 on the Clippers. It looks like We Talk Mavs, they have a playback up. We Talk Mavs are live right now on the playback, watching the game. So I might go over there. Gina Kim says some Mavs fans really want Micah, but I don't see us getting him realistically. The Nets aren't going to accept anyone. They think Micah is their franchise star. He's not going anywhere. I feel bad. Yeah, I don't think so either. I think we're reaching a little too high. I think we need to go and develop Omax and then try to see who you could get at the 3 spot. DJJ's been great, man. If you could keep him for the cheap, I think you're fine there. But obviously, you want to find a way to upgrade, and we can leave it at that as well. All right, man. I guess that's it. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. Let me know if y'all want more TGK Uncensored. If that's the case, then I'll try to come up with this like a bi-weekly thing. I think this could be like a bi-weekly thing. But yeah, man. Again, if y'all are interested in the show, again, I do a Midnight Madness show on the weekends, Saturday night. It'll be this week, Saturday night. But other than that, man, I'm about to head up out of here. I'm going to go over there to We Talk Mavs playback and chat it up with them. Anyway, appreciate y'all being here, man. It's been your boy TGK. Hope you have a good night. Hope y'all enjoy the show. Adios. See y'all Friday night for a pregame show, a late night Friday pregame show against the Sacramento Kings, part 2. Hold on, let me show y'all something before we go. This is my intro for the previous game. What should I do for the one Friday? If y'all had headphones, you'd hear the heartbeats and the heartbeat switch the scenes. So I thought it was pretty cool. But when I hear it on my phone, you couldn't hear that. So yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, I'm gonna go over there right quick. Midnight Madness soon. Yes, Midnight Madness is gonna be Saturday night, and this is what it looks like. All right, man. We out of here. I'm going to go over to the We Talk Mavs Playback TV. See y'all over there. Y'all go over there, too. I'm going to try to jump on the stage and get them to talk. You already know how I do. Anyway, guys, appreciate y'all being here. Adios. We're going to leave the Luka Lounge.